Excuse me. But how is everyone doing today? Here at the channel, we're glad to have you back for all your crypto repair needs. Hey there, I'm your host, a huge fan, and I'm hoping you're having an amazing Monday. We were given a wild week in advance, and here we are on January 13th. Let us just say that this week has been very bizarre, folks. The price of cryptocurrency can be influenced by three major events that are going down. Bitcoin could finally break out of its current bear market of $90,000 to $100,000 if this is the catalyst needed to start the bull run and usher in alt season. These are the exact moments when we need parents to engage in the three things I'm mentioning because they're approaching so quickly. First, what happens if the SEC decides not to appeal but instead accepts defeat and collects the money from Ripple? President Trump takes office in 7 days, according to Amount. Next Monday is the 7th day, indeed. The inauguration of Trump is imminent. Now that we know his thoughts on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, as well as the fact that we recently saw him photograph Brad Gallinghouse and Stuart Alderati, it's safe to say that this is another momentous occasion. Now that we know he's bringing in an entire branch, a new crypto czar, to step up and lead the charge, bringing the United States of America to the forefront of the Bitcoin industry. Yeah, that's really bullish. Once Trump takes office and issues regulations, we can expect the institutions to step in, especially if cryptocurrency remains tax-free. Those miles aren't taxable. And that's just the pressure. Do you have any idea how much money the major businesses and establishments may pour into the cryptocurrency industry if crypto were to become the law? If this is approved, you will witness figures that you never imagined were even feasible. Gary Gensler may eventually depart from the SEC, according to Event Range 3. Not only may a new SEC head bring up all these crypto issues, but it's not limited to Ripple versus A either. Not only may a new SEC chief bring more crypto complaints, but it might be Ripple versus A or something else entirely. The SEC has been discussing all of the ones that could be open as this is being conducted respectfully. I think that's about it. They can go. All three of those events might set off the bull run ulcers. Bitcoin exchange traded funds, ETFs, are the topic of discussion for this episode. Examining the charts is our next step. A golden trion, XRP, is what we're going to discuss. Parent has a lot of stuff that we need to give them. That evolved into a lengthy introduction, so without further ado, relax and sit back down. We will immediately begin a Bitcoin $99. Currently, $642,000 is down almost 4% in the last day. Ethereum is down 6.23%, closing at 305. Following the dollar pegs, XRP will join USDT and USDC. Wow, it's still going strong. That's something, I'll tell you right now. Keeping it on is a must. It is decided against doing a complete retrace at this point. Feels like summer, $2.37. It's relaxing. Regardless of how wide it is, I would really like to consider getting into $2.50. But the Bitcoin is only looking to ruin the celebration. Total market capitalization for cryptocurrency is $300 million to $171,000. Does this mean that the total cryptocurrency market is going to drop to $3 million? In order for it to go back on track and challenge the all-time high on the total cryptocurrency market valuation in 2020, we would have to witness something wacky develop. It is possible, but I do not believe it will occur. That is the subject at hand. It's quite interesting. I don't care which of those expenses is going up right now if we're looking at the short to medium term as far as crypto is concerned. But that's before we get into the next portion. Because there are so many good sales going on right now, the most important thing for me is to figure out what I need to get. Or am I supposed to stop purchasing greater? AVAX and Chainlink are two companies that I'm considering investing heavily in because to these costs. At those prices, the only real gripe I have with Chainlink is that it's far higher than my dollar value average. On Chainlink, my DCA was 1538. I've got my small sheet open here. I prefer not to spend more than my DCA when I go shopping. It is not something I intend to do. With AVAX, though, my DCA is $32.96. Well, it's getting there. Typical on AVAX, it's quite close to my dollar value. I need to grab some additional AVAX and eat some Pano right now. I am obligated to complete it. In the red eye, polka dots. Polka dot is bad. What a disappointment. Okay, I get it. I'll let everyone know after I figure out what I'm going to do here. I mean, really. Regardless of the direction in which those markets go, I am certain that the bull run will continue. I am going to put my money where my mouth is and say that these markets are poised to explode with oldsters. Gary Gensler's tenure as chair of the SEC will come to an end in exactly 7 days. Is the new head of the SEC going to approve the Solana and XRP exchange-traded funds? Indeed, the return will be quicker than you had expected. Those exchange-traded funds will soon be obsolete. Nicely, there will be a flurry of activity in this market, including ETFs. Baskets will be visible to you. Solana XRP will be in your sight. An acronym known as HBAR was brought up. I have no doubt that you will come across other properties. Investing in an ETF is completely out of your league. Right now, I can tell you that the establishments will get what they need. Institutions require an asset to have exchange-traded funds, ETFs, attached to it. They have confidence in their ability to market it. The realization that they can sell it dawns on them. They will appear before you. I can't stress how easy it is. We term it prevailing if you have one of those properties before the ETF is released because you made up a 40. The institutions were successful. This is published in lawyer reviews. Failure to file the enchantment by January 15th, 2025 will result in the attraction being disregarded successfully. This is how I predict it will turn out. Similar to what happened with Jay Clayton on his last day of work, he decided not to sue Ripple. In Gary Gensler's last day on the job, some are saying the 20th, but I think the 21st would be more accurate. He is well informed. He has left. What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Allow the factor to just pass. So this is what I expect to materialize. The allure will eventually materialize. Nothing will happen on the 15th. We will just listen under no circumstances. Reason being, the SEC will cast the spell after business hours. It will reach the